it depends on exactly how much it would use his spinning.
I actually don't even know how good his spinning is when it comes to
Fair.
numbers. For all I know, he could actually be better off just never
Just
spinning
attacking.
and just doing his perfect square combo. Um,
Hmm.
I haven't tested that. I don't think that's the case, but
Well,
it could
hard to
be.
say. Um,
Um, yeah,
as far as things go for
Magliel's
Eustace,
exists. Um, I I don't I don't know where I want to assume Galanza would be. I feel like there's a lot of variation in that, unlike Mag.
yeah, with him, you'd really just have to check it out and see
Yeah,
what he
and
actually does.
mine isn't built up enough to actually get a good reading for that.
Um, Eustace, haven't used him as a bot, won't use him as a bot, but I'd imagine
He would probably be fine.
he'd
Um,
be okay. He wouldn't do anywhere near as much as a player could, like not even marginally close.
yeah, and I don't think he'd get anywhere near the heights of his competition, which is
Because
Yugen and Twian.
his damage is going to come and go pretty often,
Yeah,
and the AI is not going to preserve his most damaging period,
no.
so he's not going to even get a fraction of the amount he otherwise could,
Yeah, yeah.
and he honestly won't really reach that any faster either, because I severely doubt that the AI will do the perfect charge strafe dodge, so it's not like it's going to perfectionist up any more than a player would.
Yeah.
Probably less than a player would, because a player will actually do that if it lines up. So I'd honestly just put him on the average end. He'd be able to charge his stuff up, but so what? Doesn't take much playing him to actually get his charge time down to have no real downtime on that.
Yeah. Um,
He
and
goes
at the
for
end of the
perfect
day,
reload.
for Eustace, his competition as far as roles are concerned is Yugen
Yep.
or Twian. Admittedly, he's probably closer to Twian.
He has a lot more damage than Twian could ever hope to have.
I kind of feel like Twian might still end up being a better bot.
Oh yeah, as far as bots go, Twian's just gonna be able to at least be more consistent.
Because, yeah, sure, she's never going to have anywhere near the amount of burst damage that he has the potential for, but
A Twian bot would be a lot more reliable as long as you don't give it Merculite, or
yeah,
not Merculite, her other buff that gives her Stout Heart.
yeah,
As long
just
as you don't do that,
don't give the AI
you'll
stout heart. That simple.
yep. And as far as
Um,
things go, a use spot's never gonna outpace a Yugen bot.
God no.
Just plain simple.
I mean, Yugen was already a top performer. The only one who could compare was Percival.
Hmm.
I think,
Yeah, there's just no outmatching the sheer damage a Yugen bot can just dish out by existing.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure the only one that could ever beat him was Sandy, and even then, that
That's not even really a fair comparison,
no.
given Sandy has so much easy damage.
With Sandy, you can actually just go full Galanza, turn your brain off, and still somehow be the MVP.
Yeah. On the flip side of that, I don't think the bot Fidel would perform anywhere near even half as well as a Sandy bot would.
I was actually just about to mention Fidel. I have not heard good things about her bot
As
performance.
She is by far the strongest character when played by a person,
But that's
and
for...
probably one of the worst bots that you can have.
Yeah, but she's strongest when played because you're technically exploiting a piece of tech.
Not even that. Just using the orbs on their own, and
Although,
they're still going to be the highest output option.
yeah. She was still
The
doing
dodge
pretty damn well
cancel
without the
is
dodge cancels.
purely optional. The only fight where I would say the dodge cancels made a bit of a difference is for Beelzebub.
Well, yeah, because
Or
you
Defy
need that.
Infinity Beelzebub.
Because you need that.
But that's it. I can't really say it made that much of a difference for any other fight.
Well, it made it go by faster.
He'll speed it up, yeah. But,
But
well,
by maybe a minute.
if you're getting the action out faster, the mission will end a little sooner.
Yeah, who'da thunk?
But yeah, the bot will just oftentimes not really chuck orbs,
Yep,
or if it does, maybe just one if you're lucky to.
which is weird.
It will never commit to doing it,
Which it
and
should.
it'll more often than not do literally anything else that she has, and therefore do nothing.
Yep.
Because everything else that she has, other than, Yasmic Abyss,
It
doesn't do
pales.
much of anything.
Everything else she has pales in comparison.
Yes. Any other attack only does a fraction of the damage that her orbs dish out.
I want to say Beatrix's would be acceptable.
Hers should be okay.
It should be
It's pretty much
fine.
in that area of kind of simple to the degree it's hard to screw up.
Yeah,
All it needs to do is just follow through on her combos. That's it.
and that's not hard to do because she can do a finisher after literally every skill.
Yeah.
I think hers should be fine. I severely doubt she'll have the Zeta problem.
Yep.
Because with Zeta, her AI is really good.
If you aren't having it use any skills.
If you remove all of its skills. Yes.
Otherwise, it just won't engage in playing Zeta.
Otherwise, yes, it will not. The Zeta bot will not Zeta. Yes. Although, actually, the Narmaya bot isn't that great, so maybe.
Yeah, I can definitely see it for Narmaya with it just not really going through with the stance swaps
No,
and
I'm
stuff like
just
that.
thinking. I know that the Narmaya bot isn't great because it's not good at the whole stand switching. Admittedly, now with the extended mastery, that could be circumvented. But given that, and her mechanic is technically finisher oriented, maybe Beatrix would struggle.
It's definitely possible. Another one that we wouldn't know unless we actively tried to see how she was.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I know Frow's wouldn't be that great.
Again, stance swapper.
I don't think it would be bad. I just don't think it would be good.
Uh-huh. I can just see it either committing too hard to stuff like Deadlands or just not committing at all.
Well, admittedly, for
A lot of that damage.
if the Deadlands committing thing is a problem, there's a really easy solution.
It also just hurt cutting that.
When you say commit too hard, do you mean holding it when the monster moves?
I mean, deciding to keep going with that rather than even trying to do an SBA, for example.
Ah, Yeah, I can kind of see that. So when you said that, my first thought was, oh, you mean use not dodge out of it when you're about to get one shot.
Yeah, no. Other
Which,
than if the bot has Stout Heart, dodging seems to be its pretty much top priority.
yeah. And even then, if that was actually a problem with Deadlands, Allure of Strength.
But yeah, no. I feel like it'd be more of a concern of it just actually dropping it to go into doing link attacks or doing Skybound arts.
Yeah, yeah. Having something of the Sandolphin problem.
Yeah,
Although Sandy's been proving Skybound arts aren't his problem. Very
not
much the
anymore.
very much the link attack.
Yes. Which is really funny given he's one of the characters that just fully has the ranged link attack.
Given he has probably the easiest one to land. Yeah. Yeah.
Despite being a melee character, he gets the range link attack distance.
Only when he's in pigeon mode.
Could have sworn it was in his normal one too.
Nope. It's only in pigeon mode.
Yeah, still.
I mean, still, if you're playing him right, he's almost always in pigeon mode, so that's really more semantics than anything else. Yeah, I don't think she would
And yeah,
be. Hmm?
I don't feel like the Frau bot would be that good about actually building up her allure of strength stuff. Or well, her strength gains, I mean.
I can see it being decent. I just we'd
I
have to.
can also just see it not doing it.
On one hand, I could
Unless it
see it.
just kind of happens.
I could kind of see it being relatively simple for the bot because all the devs would really have to do is say, okay, uh, stay in this mode until gauge is full, then go into other mode.
It could be the case for that.
Which wouldn't be the greatest because,
But no, she tends to get more build up as she's actively switching between them.
yeah, yeah, also when you do those delayed switches, you build up both gauges at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, it wouldn't really be great, but also that's kind of what I end up doing a lot of times anyhow. Um,
Either way, hard to say. It would
yeah, it's
require
hard
one
to
of us
say, and
actually taking them in as companions and seeing what they do. Which, for co-op purposes, why bother? They have Dolphin as a bot perpetually if I'm hosting, so
yeah, if you're hosting, we perpetually have Sandolphin and Captain.
yeah, Dolphin and Grant will always be there.
Yeah,
There is no replacing them.
I mean, I could test my Frau. I think I'd rather just go on the web and see what.
Yeah, and see what people think of
Yeah.
each one.
Also, I know that there are places that aggregate that kind of data.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't I just use those?
Yep. If you want to know, it's easy enough to go and get the info, especially at this point.
Yeah.
Not long enough where people have already fully figured out what's best.
Yeah. I mean, we know
And
the full builds now, so
I can't see anything really having changed from before, other than maybe potentially an addition or two.
build wise you mean or
Just for decent AI, if you want to have
ah,
them in.
Want me to look that up real quick?
Sure, let's see what people think. The newbies.
Because I actually did look that up before, and that's where I've been getting my existing statements.
Hmm.
Where, for whatever reason, they're considering Magliel as a good AI character.
Yeah, I don't get that. All I can give her is she gets a passing grade.
Well, this feels wrong already. I'm already
All right.
questioning them. This isn't for AI, this is for best overall tier list. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, kind of broad.
Kind of broad, yeah. You're not gonna guess three of the four SS characters.
So it's going to be Fidel, Sandy, and Narmaya.
I said you're not going to. Not. And also, you're only correct with one of those.
Oh,
Only one of those is their top tier, which is why I'm thinking,
okay. Yeah, I'm really doubting that person right now.
this is Game8.co. For the SS tier, they have Charlotta, Cagliostro, Fidel, and Magliel.
Huh.
Also, this is really ironic. This is the tier list for the best characters in Relink. Currently, the best character in the game is Sandolphin. Sandolphin is currently in A rank. Their website is confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyhow, S rank is actually, well, one of these characters offends me, one of them makes me very happy, and the rest of them don't surprise me. You can choose which ones you think those statements are applicable to. Percival, Zeta, Veseraga, Seophon, and Frau.
I don't feel like CO belongs there.
Neither do I. I'll admit it.
Given things, yeah, I would definitely say Vest belongs pretty high up at the moment. His
Who?
extended masteries seem to help him out.
Who?
Vespermega.
Yeah, Vess. Well, Vess was already a top character. He already was. It's just, you had to be
I'm sure
really
one
good with
being
him, and it was kind of on a
accessible.
technicality. Anyhow, you'll be happy to see where they place Io in A rank.
She is just fine.
Yeah. But
She's not
what's
stellar.
weird is she's paired alongside Narmaya, Lancelot, and Sandolphin.
Um, Two of those should be much higher up than they are.
We've seen what Narmaya does.
Narmaya and Sindolphin are
Are
still
are
two of the
fucking
highest damage characters.
are fucking dumb. Yeah.
Um,
Guess who's in the bottom of the list? There are only three.
hmm.
And this does bring back two out of these three bring some validity back to the list. Not a whole lot after.
All right, so is Fairy down there?
Yes.
Is Rosetta down there?
Yes.
And is Gandagosa down there?
No. He's in B.
Okay.
For some reason, why is Yugen in B?
I feel like A is a bit better for Yugen.
Yeah, especially given Eustace is there, and Galanza, and Id,
Because
and Beatrix, and
Yugen
Zig.
definitely has the damage. It's just his lack of mobility is the main thing that hurts him.
Anything, Captain is the third character in C, and, I feel like they're building the Captain wrong.
I feel like they're trying to actually
They're
make
trying
it
to make
go
a damaged
for
Captain,
damage,
most likely.
which that's just not going to work.
Which,
It's
Captain...
not. It's just a bad idea to go for damage with the extended masteries available.
Here's what I'm thinking explains Captain's ranking in comparison to Cagliostro's. With Cagliostro's, they're actually building something of a support character.
Yeah, they're actually
Whereas
committing
Gran,
to one support lines.
whereas with Gran, they're trying to build everyone the fuck else.
Yeah.
They're trying to build a Zeta or a Percy or a Narm or so on. Anyhow, AIs, let's go to that. They've hurt my opinions of them greatly with this so far. Because
Ugh.
Sandolphin is still Sandolphin.
Yeah. If any bot is going to take a top position for honors in a fight, it's going to be him.
Huh?
Oh, that's concerning. What they put?
Well,
Where they put
Fidel is
them?
in the top tier for AIs, right alongside Percival. Fucking somehow.
Disagree.
Although, they also put Cag, Beatrix, and Eustace. Which I can at least see.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like they're being... Cagliostro is not bad. Never let it be said that I have claimed that she is bad. I
It
don't...
just exists.
I don't...
Cagbot will exist.
I don't feel like she's gonna be that good. I I highly doubt her Phantasmagoria is truly gonna give you the value that a Percival or a Yugen will.
Quite frankly, no. I really can't put that. I don't know why people put so much credence on Phantasmagoria itself.
I mean, yeah, it's a good
It's a
buff,
good
but
buff.
it's and
At the end
yeah,
of the
it
day,
stacks with the others.
it's still just a buff. It's not going to be a real big game changer in comparison to other buffs that most other characters can apply.
I don't know. I just don't think adding 10 to 15% more to my Sandolphin is going to make up for not having a Yugen
Yeah, exactly.
or a Percival or so on. And also, if we want to be really pedantic, she is not going to provide the same support reliability of Gran.
No. Nor will she be able to provide, when going down that line, provide even a marginally similar amount of the offensive capability that Graham will still have.
Because, yeah,
Because
Gran's
he has
thing
all
actually
that
does
support.
increase his damage dealt.
It
Kag's
increases
doesn't.
the damage dealt by, yes, 80%. He's getting 80% more damage dealt from his tank playstyle
Yeah. Which, can I tell you just how warm and fuzzy that makes me feel inside?
alongside all the extra defense from it. The 20% extra defense. And then he also still gets sub damage from it too.
Yeah, yeah. I understand why some people rate her so highly. I don't
I'd
share that sentiment, but I
I'd put her
can.
in the middle or like upper middle.
I'd say a high A, low S. That's where I'd put it because she is still a useful support. She still has a res. The buff is still very nice.
Ah, in that build lineup, let's just cut off the res completely because it's just going to burn the res.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
So the next bit we've got is easy shielding in Phantasmagoria. Um, eh.
That Grand isn't really struggling to give us shields though.
Well, yeah,
So,
exactly. He just gives us shields equivalent to 10% of our maximum health every time he uses Phalanx.
and he's using that pretty frequently.
Yeah, because he's getting CDR every time he takes damage for one of us.
Yeah, and we help him with
Every
that
time
greatly.
he takes damage in place of someone else, his cooldowns are shaved by 10%,
Yeah,
alongside all of his other natural CDR.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, we'd have to give Caglio a try to see how she is, but we both know we're not in a rush to do that.
It's
I'm
not bad. It's just she's not good enough.
granted.
Already, well, a quarter of her enhanced buff, Phantasmagoria, is still just always useless. The crit rate does literally nothing.
Yeah, that's meaningless.
So all you've got left are is the attack, the defense, and then the added damage cap from the extended mastery.
That's not damage cap. That's damage. I mean, functionally, it'd be kind of the same thing. It's 20% more damage either way, but
Now I'm talking about in the Cell rank 3. You can get a Crux rank 2 buff for Phantasmagoria granting
oh,
a 50%
oh,
damage cap.
yeah, 50%. Okay, there's also in EX Phantasma also grants 20% damage up.
Mhm.
It's a good buff, and once you have everything with it, it's an even better buff.
Sure.
And also, if the bot plays her correctly, which I imagine it probably will, 20% chance to reset one skill cooldown at random. It's not terrible.
One other problem for the healing end of it, and well, healing, shielding,
Mm-hmm.
to get the most use out of it, you'd still want someone around who can apply damage cut.
Yeah. Because otherwise, there's. It's not as bad as the base game, but there is still a bit of one-shotting.
Yes. For the fights where you would care about that stuff more, there's going to be more one-shotting,
Yeah.
and therefore you still need someone around who can consistently apply damage cut.
Okay, anyhow, raving about
Oh yeah, aside from
questionable
that,
raving about questionable Cagliostro replacements. Percival, we know why Percival is.
Percival does deserve to be up that high.
He has stupid damage output. He did in the base game. He still does now.
Uh-huh.
He does not miss his parries
Yep.
ever. and he's just reliable.
Hmm.
I can see how Beatrix would be at that. Um, I can see why she would be at an SS. I can see it.
Yep.
I get it. Her kit is not hard to use,
Not at all.
and especially if you do like Essence on the Clock or Hunger for Causality.
Yeah, it's either the ones that are just her, but more.
Yeah, as long as you don't do specific. I feel like the skill chain the AI might struggle with. I
Skill
don't.
chain, I can only see the AI screwing up and
Yeah,
keep constantly skill sealing itself.
we'd have to test, obviously, but
Definitely. But skill chain's a lot more iffy.
yeah, I'd say just stick with on the clock. I wouldn't trust Beatrix AI with Embrask's sword.
Because yeah, have it can either be excellent about it and basically just always be cycling skills the moment they're off cooldown and all of that.
Or it'll never use a
Or
skill the entire fight.
it can either end up just dropping Embrask Sword before even slightly charging it up,
Yeah,
and therefore not starting up the combo. Or it can start up the combo,
and
but
not
then it
finish it.
might immediately just go right into like a finisher attack after using Embrask Sword and break the combo immediately.
That also depends on how much leeway the game gives.
Because during that time, if you do any other attack,
Oh, okay,
it
so you're
instantly
forced
breaks the
to,
combo. You have leeway between when you can do the next attack,
but you
but it
have to
has
do.
to continue the chain.
Got it. Okay, so there's no finisher. Okay, yeah, do not trust the boss with skill chain then.
You can
That's
still do link attacks and Skybound Arts freely. It will
and
pause the
dodge.
timer and it won't, yeah, any of that, you're fine.
Anyhow, I can understand why Beatrix is up there. Just don't give her the thing that requires a specific playstyle.
Yes.
Duh. Fidel, I have no fucking clue how that's working. I mean, if they put out a patch that changed her AI so that it's just like dead set on pulling a Frieza on the world,
Then sure.
then yeah, I completely get it. Then she'd be the strongest bot in the game, bar none, because
Outside of
Frieza.
that, though, it's just going to be a pretty slow-paced bot with garbage SBA gen,
I don't feel like Used belongs up there.
and neither do I. I can't see it. I can't see Use's spot really getting that much damage out.
Yeah,
I can also just see it being really moronic and just sitting as far back as it can.
yeah, yeah. For S tier, there's Yugen. We know why he's that high up.
Yep.
The ma- the man doesn't have a sniper rifle. He has a fucking railgun.
Yep.
I'm I'm pretty sure he I'm pretty sure Sandolphin level primals are used as his ammunition. It's it's Yugen.
Yep.
Just tell the AI to sit somewhere and then it eviscerates the fucking planet.
Mhm.
Shockingly, Siegfried.
I don't feel like it'd be bad. I just feel like it'd still be a bit slow.
I don't I don't think it would be bad. I agree.
Because it could easily do all the perfect executions
Oh
it
yeah,
needs
I mean
to.
we've seen the Sandolphin AI.
Yeah, exactly. It's
We've
just
seen the AI.
Siegfried is
The AI,
so
if there's a timing thing, the AI does it phenomenally.
Yep.
There's never a worry about the AI getting a full thing off. It
And I feel
always
like
will.
that's just part of why that person's giving Eustace more credit than he really deserves as an AI.
Also, kind of sounds like there's a team of people on this,
Because,
so I think there's probably more than just a person.
yeah, regardless.
Also, they do this with damn well every gotcha game. They this site has stuff for every major gotcha game.
Mhm.
So there are probably multiple people um, contributing.
But yeah, regardless, I feel like they're lending too much credence to Eustace, the Eustace bot just perfectly timing its stuff
Yeah, yeah.
when none of the timings are even remotely difficult to pull off.
Because well, when you say it like that, Sig's actually is kind of. I think Sig is the most
Sig, on the
fussy.
other hand, is actually quite difficult,
I think.
especially if you need to freely, if you don't have an actual enemy to hit, but you still need to continue the chain.
Yeah, that.
Timing is so off for the
Yeah,
actual for getting the execution.
Sig is very fussy. He's the fussiest timing character.
So yeah, he'll always be. He's a character that will be quite reliable in for the bots.
Yeah.
Usually more so than a player, unless they've committed to using him.
On one hand, I'd like to say that it would be able to use Fueled by Pain, but on the other hand,
I feel like it burned all the cooldowns right away.
yeah, it wouldn't. Look, as a player, I want to burn all of his buff cooldowns immediately. But that's just because all of his buffs are really fucking good, and you usually want two of them out at any given time.
Yep.
It takes a lot of self-restraint to not just all of them.
Hmm.
We know the AI won't have that.
Yep. It'll
And
stump them all at once, and no more substitute until
anyhow,
one goes back up.
um, another one which I imagine is similar to Sig, and I also imagine I feel like Sig and Fidel and Eustace all probably have massive asterisks stamped to them for their list for their listing. Uh, we know why Zeta is in S rank because they removed all of her skills. That's her massive asterisk. Because we know she does good damage.
Hmm.
You just can't let her have any of her things.
Yes, you just need to force her to actually use what does damage.
Yes. Predictably, Sandolphin, S rank. Far better place than their general tier list.
Yep, but quite frankly, he should be higher.
Yeah, he should be right up next to Fidel. He out damages Percival. He's also arguably safer, or at least
Yeah.
comparably. And
The
he
Sandy
does.
bot will consistently be dishing out high amounts of damage. He'll usually be sticking right to the opponent, not
Yeah,
really giving it any sort of leeway.
yeah. Um, Sandolphin earns his place. If anything, I think they're underselling how good he performs.
They're underselling the Sindalphin bot and massively overselling the Fidel bot.
And the Eustace spot. Let's not forget the
And the
Eustace
Eustace
spot.
bot.
I'll I'll restrain from Beatrix because I can actually see that.
Definitely. Not for those two, though.
Not for them. Not with what we've seen. Then, to our surprise, or maybe not so much, Frau.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not really surprise, but I kind of figured it'd be closer to Narmaya. Although, admittedly, with Narmaya, Narmaya is deceptive in how much she actually asks from you as a player.
Yep.
So yeah, there's Frau, and then there's Magliel, for some reason.
And this is in A.
This is S rank.
Oh.
Eugen,
Mm,
Sig, Zeta, Sandy, Frau, and Magliel are S.
I'd probably put Magliel in maybe like high A, low S.
I mean, she is at the very back end of S, so I guess she's where you would put her. I don't think she deserves that spot because I haven't seen her have appropriate damage numbers to be ranked alongside Sendolphin.
Well, they're not putting Sandy in the right spot for where
or
it should be.
or having her in the same class as Zeta and Eugen.
Yeah, no, she should not be. She does not surpass those two in terms of bot priority. How good they are.
And to reinforce this, let's go over A since that's what you apparently thought I was going over. The first one is the captain.
It depends on how you're using them.
I really feel like they're trying to force the captain to be a damage character.
Yes, rather than the tank he's meant to be.
Yeah,
Tank support, any of that.
yeah. Then there's Catalina, which doesn't surprise me. Um,
Yeah, her bot will never be that good at using her.
yeah.
It's just
Io.
plain simple. I wouldn't. I have no real comments there.
I'm not surprised. If anything, I'm surprised that she's third from the top of A.
Yeah.
Then Lancelot, Yardra, and Id. I'm also not surprised.
I'm kind of surprised the id bot's as high as it is.
Yeah, when you say it like that, yeah, that you'll understand when you hear rank B and C. We're not done with A, by the way. There are three more:
Mm-hmm.
Co, Twian, and Gal. I'm actually kind of surprised by how low Gal is. Not that I can't see it,
Yeah, it's not out of the question, for
but
sure.
also you just hold triangle. That does plenty, as we've seen.
Yep.
Sure, we haven't been bringing him into the hardest stuff.
Well, of course not. Yours isn't really built up enough for that yet.
Yeah, he's only really just now gotten to that point, and even then,
Even then, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch to bring him into him.
it'll be rough. He would be able to survive. He'd be able to manage, but it's rougher than what we want to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm, if anything, I'm actually kind of surprised Twian is as high as she is, given they. Well, I was gonna say they clearly value damage, but then I remembered they put Sandolphin in S
Yep.
and Zeta and Yugen.
They put some of the best for damage in S.
The the only SS plus the only SS character, the only character who we know for a fact has some of the highest AI damage in the game, who's in SS, is Percival.
Yep.
We know Cagliostra does not fit that bill because
Not at
she's a
all.
support character first and foremost.
Yep. She will never
She
be good for damage.
she's not meant to do Percival damage. She's meant to make the Percival do more damage.
Mm-hmm.
We can't comment on Beatrix, but can completely believe it. And
Yep.
we know that Fidel and Eustace do not belong there. Because
Hmm.
the Fidel bot does not Fidel properly, and Eustace is
And
Eustace.
yeah, you just can.
He's. I don't give a
He can do a
fuck what
lot.
any. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Eustace does not provide more value to the team than Sandolphin.
Not at all.
God fucking no. Sandolphin's range attacks go further. There are more of them. They hit harder. They make him fucking invincible because they're a dodge. And he has
And,
a map-wide full health heal.
and also, yet again, on the range attack end, Sandy is actually permitted to get his full damage from no matter where he
Like I
is.
said, he has more range.
While Eustace, the moment he's even slightly out of his range, he's already cut down to doing 75% of his overall damage. And if he goes just a bit further than that, he only does 30% of his overall damage.
Oh dear lord.
And I fully expect the bot
To
to be staying too far back.
actually, the bot might have an integral ruler built into it. I can almost see them putting that in
Potentially.
because from what little I know of programming character AIs, and I'll concede it's not a lot, um, it shouldn't be that hard to program him with a stay at X distance from enemy,
Mm-hmm.
or maintain X distance at all possible times. That should be relatively simple to pull off. So they
But
could.
then, of course, the other far more important thing is it will never sustain the grade 4 mag from
That
Perfectionist.
that is a different problem, and also, well, how much do you want to bet that that Sandolphin's basic triangle attack does just as much, if not more?
It won't do more than a grade 4 shot.
Oh, wow, the Great Force do that much?
The grade 4 shots are right on par with Fidel's Orb.
Oh, alright then, that is impressive. Shame that the AI won't be using it.
But yes, unfortunately, it will only get the every once in a while one bullet via your heavy mags. And yeah, it'll get after a time, you'll still get the perfectionist mag for the 4 grade 4 shots, but it'll drop that as soon as it'll just get the 4 shot, 5 shots out of it.
Yeah.
That's it. It won't
So,
try and keep that around longer.
anyhow, rank B is Rosetta, Charlotta, Fairy, Narm. If anything, I'm kind of surprised that Narmaya is as high as she is.
Yep.
Honestly, I think I'd actually probably trust the Rosetta AI more.
Yep.
Narmaya's AI is shit. And you'll never guess the last four. They'll come as a massive shock to you. Rackham, Gonda, Vane, and Vess.
Yep.
Shocking absolutely nobody.
Uh-huh. Everyone who needs to be handled in a very particular way is at rock bottom.
Okay, Beatrix, Eustace, Fidel, Cag, and Percy. Apparently, the AI is very consistent with them. I mean, we knew that with Percy. Um,
Yep.
I feel like they're valuing consistency a little high for Eustace and Fidel, and what did they mean by consistently? You mean consistently use 2 of the 5 orbs?
Yeah, consistency is a bit vague in exactly what they're consistent in.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Vesera. Actually, you want to know who's really consistent? The captain. He's really consistent with his substitute uptime.
Uh-huh.
He's also
He'll always
really
have it.
consistent about taking damage for us.
Uh-huh.
You want to know what he's not consistent at? Dying as a result of taking damage for us.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, them having interesting opinions.
Yep.
Beatrix is a viable, self-sustaining DPS whose aggression is balanced with her ability to defend and heal herself. I guess she technically has healing. I feel like the AI
I
would.
wouldn't count that.
I mean, the Delta clock does give her an inbuilt drain, but that's implying the AI uses it, which I guess isn't out of the question. But is the AI gonna have the wherewithal to, I'm low health, switch to the heal mode?
I would more or less think that would just happen to do that.
Yeah.
It's coincidentally switches over to that mode when it just happens to be on low health, just as it's kind of switching through them as it's doing combos and all that.
Yeah, yeah. I love their description for Eustace.
Why is it?
Eustace is an incredible mobile ranged DPS. Remember that phrase. Ranged DPS who excels at close ranged combat.
Not a ranged DPS at that point.
Motherfucker, do you realize what you just wrote?
A better phrasing for if a character is good at both is an excellent ranged combatant who excels at both close and long range combat.
Hey, do you want to know another excellent ranged combatant who excels at close range combat? His name's Yugen. Get punched by the old man.
Get grenade punched by the old man.
Exactly. He doesn't just punch you, he punches you and then puts a grenade in your pocket. Or duct tapes it to your face, whichever one's quicker.
Yep.
Anyhow, I loved Eustace. I loved their description for Eustace here.
That's truly an impressive description.
It really is. I mean, it's perfectly accurate. There, no lie is detected in that description.
Absolutely not.
It's just, it's just interesting. Fidel is a highly mobile DPS with high attack power and debuff skills who can easily warp around enemies. This is accurate.
Yep. Um,
You're not.
not really do that much debuffing, though.
That's just because of how we play her.
Well, no, I just mean in general, she doesn't do that much.
The defense down, but whatever. You're gonna love
Yeah,
Cag.
she
Okay,
stalks.
so as I'm reading Cagliostro's, just look at your Gran. Look at your
I'm
captain.
in the middle of farming slimes.
Oh, okay.
Regardless,
Just keep the captain in your mind's eye.
yep.
Cagliostro is not the essential support unit who thrives as an all-around buffer and healer.
All right.
Thoughts?
She can definitely do both buffing and healing via her single buff and her one healing skill. You're going to need to put in a lot of effort for Reinforce to properly do healing and shielding for the size of our current health bars.
I'm gonna be honest. That Caglios, I'm sensing. I think the person who writes this might be a lolicon because there is some serious bias.
Um, quite frankly, Cag's not really giving any that much more than a healer Grand could.
Yeah. I mean,
Right,
I'd
it's a
rather.
bit more compartmentalized, but you can also have the healer Grand still give DR and apply debuffs.
I kind of feel like I would actually go for Cagliostro over Healer Gran, but
Sure.
even then, that's kind of a 50-50 at that point, really.
Yeah.
It's that's basically my mood at that point.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, ultimately, there's just no reason to go for healer Gran. We have other means of healing ourselves, and well, in the specific cases of what we're doing, we'll have Sandy around to heal us to full.
yeah.
Always. Both of us typically play characters that use Drain quite well, so that's also not a problem.
Okay,
And although Gran is,
reading Beatrix's explanation, because it actually something nice about this. They do actually give explanations for their ranking.
uh-huh,
So for Beatrix, they're putting a lot of emphasis on her delta clock, so I'm assuming her AI is actually quite proactive with it. Because
mm-hmm.
this is the AI section, not the
Yeah,
other
not
one.
the character.
Yeah. Um, due to the delta clock, she's her own buffer and healer. Why, why even mention the slow? I mean, slows are nice and all, but she has better things than
They're,
that slow skill.
yeah, slows are too unreliable for specific skills.
Her aggressive playstyle always positions her in front of her target, making her a reliable DPS with high damage output. Hold on, I need to hover over one of my characters. He happens to be a brunette with red eyes, armor, and has a feather shedding problem,
Yep.
and is a bit of an edgelord.
Oh, there's no bit about that.
Okay, yeah, there's no he it was a phase, okay?
Like the extreme phase.
It was a phase that resulted in him sinking 5 islands, but you know, it was a phase, mom. He's learned the error of his ways. It just took multiple people dying.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, Beatrix, that explanation actually made me kind of angry because,
Yeah, that's not really any more useful than a certain someone placed under her.
yeah, a certain archangel who happens to really like stimulants in beverage
Yeah,
form,
yeah.
who is his own healer, is always in the enemy's face, and basically never gets hit.
Uh-huh.
Cagliostro, top tier support character's ability to buff teammates comes with increasing crit rate. Well, that is of all of the things you could have
Like so
mentioned, man.
loud.
Of
It's tend to be the exact most useless part of her buff.
of the 5 things that Phantasmagoria does now, you mentioned the
Seriously.
most useless one.
Like, the damage boost mainly is the thing that I would really give credence to.
Yeah, the 20% damage up.
The damage cap honestly isn't that much
It's
and will barely make a difference in terms of your actual damage output.
it's fine. I mean, it's there. It's nice.
It'll be a little bit more, maybe like um I ended up testing out Glass Cannon on Magliel for
Mm-hmm.
training on the training dummy. I got Mjolnir does 7 million for me normally. Glass Cannon with its extra 50% damage cap just add an extra 100k.
Okay, if they're not exaggerating due to character bias, because we both know how these gotcha game players can be, character
Yep.
character bias is very much a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If what they're saying about Eustace is true, you might be wrong about one of his problems.
All right.
His playstyle relies on accurate dodging and placement to maximize his damage output. Would you say this is accurate?
If you're using the perfectionist build, using the dodge can definitely help speed up his damage rate. Yes.
Which is what his AI excels at. With the AI's
As long as
perfect
it's
timing, Eustace is able to zip from one point to another, charging up his loaded gauge. He is also capable of. They're giving a lot of credence to paralysis effect.
because the main thing is if you've already got a shot charged and then you do the strafe through an enemy's attack, then you'll get a sack of perfectionist.
Um,
But only if those specific criterias are met. If you just do the strafe and that for a normal uncharged shot, you're getting nothing.
will
Maybe it's engaged, but not enough to matter.
will give him the benefit of the doubt and assume that it is using perfectionist, in which case, good.
But yeah, eh,
Also, they're really valuing Fidel's warping.
I really wouldn't. It's nice, but well, it's survivability. It's great for staying alive as the player. Doesn't change anything for the bot.
Apparently, it takes advantage of her warping ability.
Oh, by just doing her combo finisher where she goes right up to them anyway with it.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Um, it also mentions using it to get away from enemies. I don't know if that's just them
She,
editorializing.
I would hope she wouldn't do that.
Um, yep, Percival bot is everything we would expect. Okay, I have to read Grans after that
There's some cool
Cagliostro one.
about. Mm-hmm.
The captain has good utility skills and a versatile moveset overall, with their AI generally making use of their skills with buffs, debuffs, and health recovery. This makes them a valuable teammate in your setup, but they are inhibited by low damage output. Motherfucker, you put Cagliostro in SS.
Someone who actually does have some of the lowest damage.
I mean, Fairy and Rosetta have lower.
Well, yes.
They're Fairy and Rosetta.
Those two are just actually bad.
They're like objectively some of the worst characters in the game, bad. So
They aren't situationally good like others. They're
I'll
just bad.
I'll concede. Cagliostro's not bad.
Absolutely not.
She's okay. The people responsible for this were either lolicons or massive Cagliostro fuckboys. That's the only explanation.
Just be both. They're, they could just
Okay,
be both.
admittedly, yeah, both, probably both. Hold on. I'm just.
I really just can't with the fact that of all the things they pointed out with Phantasmagoria, it
The
had to be the crit.
crit. Yeah.
What was already the most useless aspect of it, even before now.
Yeah.
Crit wasn't the problem even back before we got all these massive power boosts. At most, you can maybe be missing like 10%.
Yeah, and that's when the damage buff was actually useless.
Yeah,
I'm baffled.
but now
That's
the
baffling. Also, they mention her reviving abilities.
well, problem there for
There's
one,
there's a
she has
minor problem
an
with that.
ability,
Uh,
just a revive ability for one, not
well,
abilities.
okay, the exact sentence is her AI is fully capable of supporting allies and rescuing them just in time with her healing and revive abilities. So let's be fair here.
That heal's not going to save anyone.
The heal's not going to
There
save
was one
anyone, and
there.
neither is the revive because she's just going to burn it to give you more Phantasmagoria.
Yep,
Okay, yeah. The given the fact that we literally only died. Okay, I think there were all of 2 missions in us going through Fatebreaker where we actually mission failed. And one of them was Lucilius.
it was Lucilius with his literal game, his just fight ending move.
Yeah. So do we even want to count that?
We're not counting that when it's a literal stun check. If
and
we don't do enough stun, especially when we don't know that it's happening, of course we're not going to get it.
and I swear there was one other. I don't remember what though.
The only other real case of problems was just we had a lot of downs at the Ruby Golem because other people joined that one.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
But yeah, that one wasn't game over.
And also that
It was
wouldn't count
close.
because we didn't have Captain.
Yep. That was through no fault of Gran.
And all of this is to say, how that the only explanation is they haven't given substitute, it's just do.
Substitute, and they're not respecting damage cut.
Yeah, that's the only way that makes sense.
I can only think of them as wanting to restore rather than prevent.
And prevent is so much more effective. 100 damage cut consistently.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we literally breezed through basically everything. Because Gran.
Fatebreaker was so easy to go through because we didn't need to respect them at all.
Yeah. Gran just took every hit like a champ.
Yes. And for a good chunk of that, he wasn't even using the tank lineup either.
Yeah, we were
That was
using the
getting some harder
healing
to
one
kill.
until we
Yeah,
realized the error of our
he just
ways.
wasn't doing. anything right for the heal, so
Yeah.
do it.
Yugen is a ranged nuker with great utility, being a capable crowd controller thanks to his ability to stun, paralyze, and poison. Wow. Two of those are not relevant.
I love they just called out some of the things that I just kind of regard as being the worst on him.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my Monster Hunter days real quick. The best CC is murder.
Yep.
The best CC you can provide against the Nergigante we're hunting is to kill it fucking faster.
Mm-hmm. Can't be a problem if it's dead.
Exactly.
And honestly, if I want to rely on a poison effect or anything like that, I'm just gonna do Twien,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna do that status CAG build
Yeah.
because status CAG is just the best way to do status.
Unfortunately. Then for Frau's explanation. As a true melee fighter,
Oh,
un-
okay. I guess no one else is a true melee fighter then.
unlike Percival and Beatrix and and Siegfried and I guess Galanza can just fucking suck it.
Yeah, no, didn't you see? Percival's sword is just a glorified slingshot.
Yeah, yeah. And Theophan's, his are all just for decoration.
Yeah,
Although actually you okay, actually
those are just butter knives.
yeah, those are all butter knives, although you do actually kind of have an you do kind of have a case for him, admittedly. He is busy Gilgameshing his way around his arsenal.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Yardra, Dead Narm, Charlotta. Well, let's be real here. With Charlotta, the sword is swinging her.
Yes,
She's the real
definitely.
weapon there. The sword's just kind of taking the piss aside. That's just such a
And yeah, if you wanted to argue against her being a ranged fighter, well, yeah, she is technically the projectile.
no. Charlotta is a projectile. Uh, Sandy, Yugen, Eust, and those other lot, they might fire bullets, but they could never hope to be the bullet.
Yep.
Charlotta, her hardest
She
hitting
is
attack
fully
is when she is the bullet.
she's fully embraced being the bullet.
She has embraced the true art of a ranged DPS. She does not just fire bullets, she becomes the bullet.
Hmm.
She's more of an archer than Twien ever could be.
Yes, she is. All
Oh,
twins got a pea shooter.
oh, we're having too much fun with this. Frau's AI takes her directly to her target to unleash her flurry of combos. I'm getting
Um,
angry again.
that is just you playing Frau.
I was
That
gonna.
is nothing special to the AI.
I mean, that's a good thing because that means the AI
Well,
is using her properly.
it just means that the AI is making sure to continue swinging even if the enemy moves away.
With her alluring strength master trait, she can apply buffs to the team by shielding them, debuff the enemies, but she can do that without alluring strength. Um, I mean, not so much the buffs, but she can do the debuffing just fine. It's
Yeah.
literally one skill, and you're gonna have it on her because it's one of her best.
Hmm.
Additionally, she can sustain herself with Drain, which grants her survivability as long as she is in front of her enemy. Yeah,
Not a problem for the AI anyway.
that's
That's implying gets hit.
that's implying the AI doesn't perfect dodge everything.
typically it's unless the AI hits Stout Heart, it's not going to get hit.
Speaking of which, if you use a Lure of Strength, she can accidentally give herself Stout Heart if you put Kick Face on.
Uh-huh.
So don't do
Which
that.
fortunately it wouldn't, but
Also, why mention alert? I'm just confused. I get it for the buff reason, because giving your allies the Indominus Drain effect is... You're gonna have very happy allies, that's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, sure, it can work given the AI's going to be iffy on actual damage dealing anyway.
Yeah, I can see it. Put Splendor on her so that she's giving us a shield. All
She
fall...
can be half decent offensive support.
Yeah. Also, also, if she's going Allure of Strength, then while she's using Deadlands, she's literally untargetable.
Yep.
So, she'll be durable.
Which could also just be another problem for her actually doing Skybound darts, though, too.
Yeah, yeah.
If she doesn't even feel the need to drop it due to danger. Uh,
Yeah, okay, now that you say that. Fair.
I I just can never not be concerned about whether or not the AI will prioritize other actions over whatever action they're doing.
Okay, because of her many abilities rely on good aim and timing. Does that sound off to you too?
Um, are we talking about the same character here?
Oh, I'm moving on from Frau to Mag. Uh,
Yeah, no, still. Are we talking about the same character here?
because many of her abilities oh, okay, now the sentence makes sense. Okay. Because many of her abilities rely on good aim and timing, having
Uh,
Magliel as an AI teammate guarantees accurate marksmanship. It feels
I
weird calling that
disagree. Like,
marksmanship, but okay. Uh, well,
the
Eugen
only
and
thing,
Eustace can suck it, I guess. She's a marksman,
the only thing that's kind of spotty to really hit is her second combo finisher on small targets.
so
Do
don't
that.
so don't use the
Just
second
don't
combo
do
finisher
that.
on small targets.
Like, yeah, that's it.
She is also a capable healer who rescues allies at low HP, as well as debuff, who decreases enemy defense by drilling through them. Can we not? Well, now there's going to be even more interesting artwork of her and Galanza. Thanks
Problems
for
with all
that
of that.
mental image.
The healing from Caduceus is non-existent.
Yeah, it's a really shit regen effect. It is a res. We'll give him
The
that. It is a
cooldown on
res.
it is long, much longer than it really needs to be for what it does.
Also, the AI doesn't use it well, which is
The
weird
AI,
given it's a
due to
fully
how it
autonomous
is,
thing.
they will most likely just kind of drop it
Yeah.
because of how it is.
Okay, we don't really have a comment on Magliel, other than
Um,
resoundingly disagree. You're valuing shit that is not high value.
Also, the defense reduction from Gable is at best, if you have the EX rank buff for it, 15%
So it's the same as
defense down.
Frow's.
It is a 15% defense down on a decently long cooldown.
Hey, do you want to know what Frow's isn't? A long cooldown. Do you want to know what it
Mhm.
is? A heat-seeking missile.
Yep.
Unironically, I've fired it at an enemy when they're in front of me. They leap over me to be behind me, and they still get hit by it.
While Magliel's is just a projectile that'll fly in a straight line, quite easily avoidable by more mobile bosses.
Yeah. So we just
And they can
resoundingly disagree with Mag. For most of these, admittedly, we're taking the piss.
Sure. Also, just to remark on the damage of Gable, it is my current lowest damage skill
That feels right, yeah.
out of my. The hammer, it makes sense, but my evasion ability does far more than the spear does.
Why?
So not only does that build up a ton of the Veil Gauge, and if I get a perfect dodge with it, even more Veil Gauge, and potentially, I think it gives more damage too. I'm not sure on that end. Timing on it's finicky, but either way,
Worth it.
um, it does about 2 mil more damage just by default,
Yeah.
and its
That's...
cooldown is about the same length, a bit shorter, I think.
Oh, lovely.
I'd have to test them both back to back to make sure.
Okay, as I'm reading Sandy's, I want you to just remember what they put down for Cagliostro's.
Yep.
Sandolphin's AI is capable of accurately performing his combos and finishers as needed. Wow, this voice I picked was a lot better than I was expecting. I really got that pompous dismissiveness down.
Yep.
Allowing him to fill up his Archangel gauge in a short amount of time. Although mainly a damage dealer, his AI can buff teammates' attack, defense, and critical hit rate with his power of one skill. That's all they have.
Just doing the exact same thing as CAG, just in a
And
buff.
also, by default, I think the values are the same until you
Yeah,
go down the
no.
alchemy tree with CAG.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
I'm not even going to mention that massive heal that he gets in angel form.
it's not just a massive heal, it's a massive map-wide heal.
Yes. Doesn't matter where anyone is, they'll be healed.
And it's actually pretty
And
low cooldown.
uh-huh.
He can consistently use it, I think, twice per angel form.
And then, well, let's not just cannot forget the fact that he'll just have it back up right away the moment he goes back into angel form. Too,
Yeah.
which he will have up in no time as the AI.
Yeah. And none of this is saying anything about the absurd amount of damage per hit, let
Yep.
alone the fact that he never just hits once. He's not
Mm-hmm.
Siegfried
No.
or Veseraga. No,
Each
he's
hit comes with an onslaught of other hits.
what when Sandolphin hits, he hits with the intensity of Veseraga and the ferocity of Narmaya.
It took Fidel and her absolutely busted numbers to finally dethrone Sindolphin, at least on the playable character end.
In order to dethrone the Supreme Primarch, we needed the literal wedge of darkness.
And she has no other utility to go with that like he does. She's
Yeah,
just pure damage.
she's pure damage and mobility. He has mobility, healing, literally fucking invulnerable. Um,
Uh-huh.
we could probably make that list go on, but let's admit it, we don't need to.
Um, we both used them. We
Yeah,
always have them around for a reason.
yeah. And like Fidel in angel form, you're not getting away from him.
Not at all. Covers so much ground the moment you decide to attack with them.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're swooping or not.
He's in the Charlotta school of ranged attacks. He
Yep.
becomes the bullet. And he's a fucking terrifying bullet. Admittedly not.
Charlotta's equivalent to a normal bullet. Dolphin, you might as well consider him a railgun shot.
Yeah, yeah. If Charlotta is a Eustace round, Sandolphin is a Yugen round.
Yeah.
It's a little slower. Uh
Uh,
it doesn't come out. There aren't as many of them fired in any given time, but there's a magnitude of difference between how much damage they do.
in terms of the actual speed, Sandy's is far faster when he's actually going in.
Okay, yeah. When he swoops, he is actually a lot faster.
He covers far more ground and at a much faster speed.
Yeah, he is a very angry pigeon.
As long as he can lock on, you're not getting away.
He's a very angry pigeon.
All I can think of is maybe the those people just don't like seeing Sandy used so often and just want to try and discredit him.
Maybe, but if
Try and dissuade others from though others who might rely on the list from going and doing stuff with them for whatever reason.
maybe, but if that were the case, they could have put him lower. But I guess if they did that, then people would think, oh wait, they put him on the same tier as Seophon.
Yeah, you
These
can't put him too low.
these people are
It needs,
clearly out of their fucking minds. I mean, we already knew that they put Cagliostro in S tier and Gran in A.
yeah,
So
it just needs to at least be somewhat plausible.
I
Like
can
it's such a massive stretch, but
I
still,
I can see how the untrained eye would put the captain in A tier. I think that's very disingenuous, given you put Zeta in S,
yeah, no. As far as things go for the captain, they just didn't really try and finagle around with builds for him.
which is weird
If
because
you
we
want to
didn't really
credit
have
it.
to either.
Nope, we kind of just did it
Although
pretty
I,
quickly too.
although I guess unlike everyone else, we actually had to make a team comp 4-0, and Gran helped served a very specific role in that.
Yes, but regardless, we figured out a bot character who can fully take on the role of a tank.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the only one who could compare now is Sig.
Yeah, and
And even then,
Sigbot just
I
odds are the Sigbot wouldn't do it anywhere near as well
yeah.
for actual tanking.
Veins might technically, but also it's Veinbot.
Yep.
Just gonna plonk this bubble down
Uh-huh.
and then immediately undo it.
Yes.
Enjoy your 2 second bubble.
Similar yet opposite problem with the Magliel bot,
Yeah,
where she'll use it when you don't need it, and then she'll just sit in it
yeah,
until
yeah,
its duration runs out.
yeah. Siegfried. Excellent buffer and debuffer whose AI is capable of managing the team's defense by granting them immunity.
It's not grant immunity.
Actually, he does. I
I
mean,
guess
it's not
technically.
invulnerability, but he does. Uh, hold on. Let me find the skill real quick. Salvatore is debuff immunity,
Well, yeah, he has debuff immunity,
but I will
but oh
give
no, debuffs.
I will give the article writer, not the tier list explainer people a modicum of grace and assume that they're just trying to be efficient with their words. And that they're referring to debuff immunity.
But even then, it's still debuffs.
Which, I
They're
mean,
just
it's
debuffs.
it's debuff immunity, and
Um, if it wasn't for the fact that the debuff, the damage for stronger debuffs affects movement related things, I would have had it on for just
Yeah.
how I really feel about debuffs.
Yeah. It's
And
literally only because of the vacuum effect that
if
we
it
don't
wasn't for the
use it.
fact that against any of the deadlier bosses, it is just instantaneous death.
Yeah. I mean, we saw what the low rank Bubs did to my Percival. We
I
s-
experienced what happened to me when I fought the gold proto with it on.
mm,
I couldn't fight back. I just got pulled in instantly and killed.
I'll phrase it like this. We saw what the low rank Bubs did to my poor Percy and how he made that little chicken fucking fly.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got that to happen, but Percival fucking flew. Zeta would have
Uh-huh.
been proud.
She would have been jealous.
She would have been jealous, yes. Imagine what would have. I think I might have actually been sent out of bounds if I had
Odds are, yeah.
if I had that debuff strength one. I may very well have just been straight up removed from the match.
It was truly terrifying to be so helplessly pulled in to Proto's first beam
Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
supernova beam and any of that.
Because of this and his role as a melee DPS, so there are other melee fighters other than Frau. I'm not gonna drop that. That was fucking funny. He can confront enemies and act as a semi-tank with high damage and stun output. His AI can also accurately parry incoming attacks.
I prefer to label him as a tank who can do some damage.
Yeah.
I can't I can't reasonably label him as a DPS thanks to just how low his actual damage per second actually is.
I'm actually pretty sure that his damage per second increases when you go for that parry build of mine
Odds are, yeah.
because of how much of it is in his final execution.
Uh-huh. Because yeah, his per hit is so slow that you can't really expect much there.
All right, Zeta. DPS heavy character whose skills are centered on maximizing her damage output. That's very ironic.
Just had to mention the skills.
What makes Zeta's AI shine is its accuracy in looping her aerial combos. It's getting. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm gonna read this in full without pause now that I know what I'm reading.
Yep.
Zeta is a DPS character. DPS heavy character whose skills are centered on maximizing her damage output. What makes Zeta's AI shine is its accuracy in looping her aerial combos, which she will frequently do when you strip her off when you strip her off her skills, granting her aerial mobility. I hope you appreciated the voice. Do you have anything to say?
It's truly impressive how they comment on her skills boosting her damage.
and then tell you
then
to
tell
remove all
you
of her
that.
skills. Also, the terrible wording.
Yeah, no, strip stripping the skills of her, right? That's
Uh,
how they put it.
which she will frequently do when you strip her off her skills. I'm adding the pause for the sake of my own tongue.
Yeah,
There's no punctuation between strip her off or strip her and off her skills. It's just when you strip her off her skills. What's
yeah.
remarkable
You
to
just need
me
to remove her
is
from her skills, and then they'll be a lot better. Her skills need it.
they don't even have to do what you said. They just have to remove the first her, which she will frequently do when you strip off her skills.
But I'm just finding it funny. They're basically just saying remove her from her skills, keep her away from
Yes.
those skills.
Yes, and then
It's
you look at
harassing
the first
them.
and then you look at the first sentence of the paragraph and it's talking about how her skills are centered on why it would make sense if this was the player segment.
Yes.
That would be one thing.
The skills do help on the player end as an easy way to apply her debuff.
Yeah, this is
And
the
not on the
AI.
AI end.
This is the AI tier list.
For the AI, it does them no good whatsoever.
Yeah. Galanza's a melee brawler. As a melee brawler, Galanza's AI is fixed on dealing as much damage as he can, regardless of positioning. While not the fastest, AI tends to rush forward with an offense already in tow, leaping at his target several times to catch them, and then follow up with more offensive strikes. Yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect Galanza to do. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this explanation. Um, I I'm not really told anything about how his AI performs.
No, it's just saying Galunza things are happening.
It's saying Galanza does Galanza things.
It's not saying how the AI actually executes them.
Uh, for all of the shit that we're giving a lot of these, at the very least, a lot of them are actually kind of giving you an idea of what the AI is doing.
Yeah, even though it's not the most concise of ways that
It's
they're laying it out.
for something that's really focused on trying to get like 2, 3 sentence synopsises, which I already don't like because I like details.
Yes, I would rather have a full breakdown over what's actually going on and why you would pick them over another.
Yeah, I'd really like more than 2 to 3 sentences.
I want to know what the merit to them is, not just they do
But
this because they're this character.
yeah, wow, Galanzas is actually uniquely bad because all of the other new characters they actually go into some degree of detail.
Yep.
The second worst is probably like Fidel's, and even then, that's at
It's
least
not wrong.
at least it's talking about how she's using her warp. This is just saying Galanza hits the square button, essentially.
Yeah.
It's just Galanza sees foe. AI hits square button until there is no more foe,
Hmm.
which is roughly what Galanza would do. He is kind of like a ravenous pit bull, in a way.
Yes, he's our not so gentle giant.
Yes. Yeah. The horns. It is very fitting that he has the horns of an actual Tauros because he does have roughly the mentality of a bull. In his base form, id's AI attempts to build his meter to transform into dragon form, while his AI... wow. Wow, that tells me nothing. Wow, id just gets shafted by their need for two-sentence statements. Ow. I actually feel bad for him.
And of course, no real warning as to what his dragon form actually will do to his AI.
While his AI may sometimes linger too long in his normal state, he becomes a far more capable DPS when transformed, taking on the secondary role of an aggressive tank. But that's what
I
Siegfried
disagree.
is. But but aggressive tank is Siegfried.
Yep. I would even be more inclined to label Percival as that due to his pairing than id.
I want to disagree with you,
Like, if we're
but
going to label id as a tank,
yeah, therein lies the problem with me disagreeing with you. Um, yeah, yeah, no, it's getting shafted here. Io's playstyle revolves around her charge spell attacks, which her AI may not always charge up fully. Okay, in the A rank, we're starting to get into them mentioning where the AI occasionally comes up short.
which honestly, even then, for charging up for IO, depending on things, even the player might not,
Well,
because you
yeah,
don't have the freaking time.
yeah,
A lot of things will just cancel your charge. Doesn't matter how minor they are.
yeah. That at the end of the day, Io's AI is mediocre because as a character, the AI
It's doing
struggles
the best
because
it
she
can.
struggles.
Yeah.
It's just a part of her kit.
Mm-hmm. It's not a unique difficulty to the AI.
Yeah.
That's character.
Catalina, great utility as a frontline DPS with offense and support abilities, capable of acting as team's healer when needed. Not really, but sure.
You should be calling out the invulnerability in this case and not
Yeah.
the healing. But
Also,
also should note the poor timing for the boss invulnerability.
also, they're mentioning healing now.
Yes.
Sandolphin.
Aha.
I'm not gonna drop that.
Nor should you. If they want to mention healing, they really shouldn't be opting out of mentioning the person with the strongest healing in the game by far.
Well, strongest healing. Eh, I'm gonna play word semantics with you. Strongest heal skill. Or strongest single
Effectively,
heal. Let's phrase it like that.
the only thing that's able to be better is just a basic regen effect via sigils.
Yeah, I know.
None
I'm
of the
being
skills
pedantic
do
because technically,
anything.
theoretically, a Cagliostro or Grand could outdo it.
Yeah,
Realistically, no. But
quite frankly, if he just wants to use the heal in his base state and then have a little bit of heal cap, he'll still just be better by
yeah,
far.
yeah. Unironically, for all of the characters who have some form of healing in their kit, I mean, they mention the healing and self-sufficiency for Beatrix being a big part of why she's where she is.
Mm-hmm.
Sandolphin's literally just better at that.
Yes.
He's going to be just as aggressive. I mean, how often do we see the Sandolphin not literally face to face with everything? The man has no chill.
The only reason that he wouldn't be right up in their face is because they immediately just keep on moving it from one side of the map to the other while he's in his base state.
I thought you were going to say because they kept slapping him in the face after he got to them.
Oh no, he won't care about that.
Yeah, he'd probably just dodge. Also in angel form, it's not like they'd be able to slap him away anyhow.
Yep.
Stout heart.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and they mentioned the healing for IO2. Wow, why is it that the one character who has the single strongest heal in the game, it's literally not mentioned fucking anywhere?
The
But
only person you would consider actually having the heal around.
but literally everyone else with a heal, it's being brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Even even Beatrix.
Yeah, they're not mentioning the one where the heal is always just going to be there,
Not the
and you can
character.
choose to get more.
Yeah, not the character who literally has the heal that you can't remove from his kit. You literally can't get rid of it. It's
Yeah,
guaranteed. It's not
you'll have it,
optional.
and no other heal can come close. Not even somewhat. But
Her
yeah, if you wanna,
back to Catalina. Um,
yep.
Now I'm just angry because I feel like I'm being like they're shafting Sandolphin. Her AI struggles to manage her Ares gauge, which is true. Makes it
Yes.
difficult to take full advantage of her skills. Why didn't they mention the team-wide invulnerability?
They like to opt out of mentioning the important stuff.
I'm noticing that. I'm noticing that with some of them. Um,
It's the most important things just can't be mentioned.
like, like fuck Catalina's healing ability. Gran and Cagliostro have her beat in that regard.
Mhm.
Just objectively, they're better healers.
Yeah.
They can't give the entire team 15 seconds of invulnerability.
Hmm.
The only characters who can do that are Catalina and Vayne.
Yep.
And the Vayne bot does not do that.
Hmm.
Lancelot's AI has him charge an enemy with a constant offense. Huh, funny, you've been rating that very highly as something to be valued. It's literally like half of your paragraph for Beatrix. And yet here Lance is at A rank. Constant offense with the added bonus of great mobility and the ability to freeze enemies. His AI, however, tends to prematurely end his span. Ah, yeah, that problem of his.
I really wouldn't be mentioning the freeze.
Eh,
Glaciate is yet another one of those skills on a way too long cooldown for too short-lived effect.
yeah, yeah. Also, they didn't mention the single greatest boon to having the Lancelot as your AI.
A battery.
The what? Oh,
Can be a
battery.
battery.
No, that was actually the second greatest boon. No, the greatest boon of having Lancelot as the AI instead of playing him, you won't have to go to the local whatever the thumb specialist is to have the entirety of your digits replaced after three quests.
Won't really be sparing yourself that fate if you're playing Charlotta, though, either.
Yeah, Charlotta's not much better. This is true. Um,
With her, you can just kind of get away with being a bit less frequent if you're using her. noble stance attacks
Yeah, yeah. You
just to break it up a little.
with her, you can kind of weasel your way out of it. You can at least delay the inevitable thumb replacement
Yes.
by a couple years. You don't have that luxury with Lance. And if he's the
Nope.
AI, you're spared from that fate.
Hmm.
Okay, Seophon. My favorite punching bag.
Hmm.
If anything, I want him to be lower on the list. I'm going to be perfectly honest. If what you are saying about what they're doing to Sandy is true, and I'm inclined to believe that you are correct, because that's some bullshit.
It's the only way I can buy into the Sandy being not being an SS.
He has the same functional durability as Percival. He has equal to or greater damage.
Pretty much any pro they've been listing, he already has.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
has.
generally the best for each of those.
Yeah,
If it's damage you want, or healing, or buffs, he's got them.
yeah.
The absolute only thing he can't do is be a full on tank
Or res.
or res. But whatever to the res.
What? Yeah,
The
whatever to
AI
that.
never uses though. The AI is just not able to use that properly anymore.
Yeah, they broke that. That might be fixed later, but as it currently stands, that's an irrelevant talking point.
Yep.
I
And
look
also,
forward to when it
the
isn't, but
general criteria for these higher end missions too. Can't forget that.
yeah.
They
Given
tend to just
things,
not
it
want you to go down
yeah, yeah. Um,
or, you know,
although
on the Segway and defy infinity.
my bias against Seophon is well documented at this point.
Yes.
As such, if they put him right alongside Gondagoza, Rackham, Vane, and Veseraga, I would have said it was completely justified and there was nothing wrong and absolutely no bias was ever shown within this, and everything else is proven accurate by doing so. Okay, maybe I wouldn't have gone that far.
Regardless, it'd be more believable if CO was lower because the playable version of him really has nothing going on.
Anyhow, Seophon's combo heavy playstyle.
It's very finisher heavy.
Uh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you want combos, you need to go to Frau.
Yeah. Uh, Hate to break it to them, but CO doesn't care about his combos. He just
He only
wants to hit
cares about
these
the last
finishers.
hit of his combos, and you want to know what we call characters like that?
We call them finisher characters.
Exactly.
When the only thing that matters is the very last hit. We don't consider them a combo character anymore.
Siegfried is not a combo character. You,
Siegfried is a timing finisher type character.
the only exception to this rule is Narmaya.
Yep, and that's just because her finishers just keep on chaining into new combos,
Yeah.
and they'll only stop when she's forced to stop.
What do we call Id? You could technically say he's a charge character.
Technically, but at the end of the day, he is finisher through and through for all of his actually impactful anything impactful on him.
At the end of the day, his charge attack is his finisher.
His hardest hitting move being his Godmight finisher. Oh wait, that's a
Yeah.
finisher. That is one long finisher attack and nothing more.
What is Zeta?
All you're doing with Zeta is looping until you can get your finisher.
What is Beatrix?
And there you go. Beatrix yet again.
And
She just
Fidel.
wants to finish.
Also technically
Oh, yeah.
Sandalphon.
Uh-huh.
And
Guessing
also
the thing yet?
Galanza. Galanza's also a finisher character. Hell, Galanza is is so dedicated to being a finisher character. His skill-centric playstyle is just you building up to a finisher.
Magliel is a finisher character.
Oh yeah, fuck, Magliel's a finisher character too.
All you want are your three different finishers, and you want to keep cycling those to build up your Veil Gauge. To then charge up for one big finisher in Blade Dance 4.
And Yardra. And Charlotta. And Lancelot. And Io.
Mm-hmm.
And Gondagoza. And Veseraga. And Vayne.
Look at all these finisher characters.
Okay, enough bitching. Me complaining about Seophon, it's never gonna get old, and I'm never gonna stop, at least until they change him to
Yep.
be emblematic of who he is. Also, did we actually seriously just list 2/3 of the roster?
Yep.
Oh, fuck! No wonder I complained about that so much.
Yeah, no, it's not without reason. Most of the cast
Oh,
are
yeah.
finisher characters.
Do we add Percival? I think we have to add Percival.
Yeah. Ultimately, you want to get your combo finisher out so then you can get your quick charge on Schlacht.
Ultimately, yeah, his combo finisher is just Schlot. And you're just doing the combo to quick charge that.
Yep.
Anyhow, Seophon being a combo heavy playstyle and totally not a finisher character. Keep dreaming, buddy. We wish he was a combo heavy playstyle.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. Is well utilized by his AI as his tendency is to simply attack and fill up his avatar gauge. As long as his attacks are uninterrupted, that's a big fucking ask for Seophon. Have you seen his attack animations or how long it takes to actually get to his
Yeah.
restrain yourself? Restrain yourself, sir?
Someone loves to take his sweet time in the midst of a battlefield.
He can sustain his combos and summon his avatar to fight alongside. This doesn't tell me what he does when he's an AI.
Nope, you're just talking about CO.
Did you
What does
cop?
he do specifically as the AI?
Hold on, let me go to the tier list. I need to see something. Okay, thank God. They did not just copy and paste the normal tier list and the AI tier list explanations. Unironically, with how his was reading, I was
Uh-huh.
legitimately concerned.
Yeah,
Now I need
a
to check.
very general one.
Now I need to check that with. Huh. Okay. So apparently they're saying that the changes in 2.02 or 2.0.2, Sandalphin's damage has been lowered.
Okay. And
And apparently that's enough to justify going from SS to A. Um, disagree.
yeah, not low enough of a drop.
His damage might have dropped. I'll concede. I'll concede that point. Uh, he's still one of the highest damage characters in the game. Also, you put
Mhm.
Magliel in SS.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what they actually say for Magliel?
What do they actually say for her?
Magliel can be a damage dealer or a great support to her party. Her ease of use and access to range attacks makes her a great character to control or set as an AI companion. Her playstyle revolves around her combo finishers and blade dance, which deals a ton of damage if you sequence them together smoothly.
Damage output is not inaccurate. However, I would not remark on her being good for ease of use. I'm not saying she's hard. I'm saying certain bosses, for anything faster, anything small and fast, she can't. She just can't. Or those who have a lot of things happening in their arena, like Versa, the World, Lucilius,
Also,
which only
are we actually
Beelzebub
going to
actually
pretend like she's doing more damage than Sandalphon in any of these?
did. No.
Unironically, are we going to sit here and pretend and nod our head along with this and actually believe that that the nerfs to Sandy were enough to
Wheel's
make
output is
him do less than
good.
her?
I would never say she does more than a Sendolphin.
I'm pretty sure the Sandalphon bot is probably beating you in damage in at least a couple of the fights when you're playing Mag.
Yeah, no. It's basically a 50-50 on if, at least while farming these slimes, for whether or not I get the top honors or the bot does.
Yeah. Um. Also, they mention her healing, or well, not healing specifically, her support abilities.
Uh,
Again,
Magwheel has no support.
well, I mean, she has that Ecleus.
I'm saying she has no support because of how bad her support is.
Well, they disagree, and apparently they don't acknowledge the single strongest heal in the game.
They probably don't even play Dolphin or pay attention to what he's got in his kit.
I'm actually
They
starting to
just read
question
up
that
on things
myself.
about him. They looked up what other people say about him and go off that.
It's not a 0% chance, but they're usually actually pretty decent in the other games.
It's the only real reasonable explanation for why Sandy is not being given the credit he deserves.
And also, they gave him his just credit when he was released.
Yep,
I'm just confused.
because I really don't think anyone could argue with the fact that he is still the second best character in the game.
I'm
And
actually going to
still,
agree with you there. If we're talking overall character, like just overall,
mhm,
if you were to pick one character that you can rely on in any situation, unironically, Sandalphon is probably the single best character. He has one of the highest damage outputs. He is one of the safest that you never, almost never, have to worry about getting downed.
yep,
The enemy just cannot get away from him.
mhm,
And he can heal the team for almost
yep.
all of their health. Unless they're like Gran and they're rocking 500,000. Unironically, I would say that just pound for pound what's available in his kit, he is probably the single best character. and he's only beaten in very specific areas.
He's only surpassed in damage and safety by Fidel,
Yeah.
but she does
Twin.
not bring along any sort of utility for the team.
Yeah.
She is just pure selfish damage.
Also, they
She'll
rank.
have a little buff, but that's it.
Also, they ranked Fidel high because she has a petrify.
I don't know why they would.
I've been noticing that with these guys. They really value. They put a lot of value on those specific debuffs,
Because,
which is interesting because all the really meaningful stuff in the game is usually immune to that.
yep. Like, neat. It is a slightly better slow because it
Yeah.
reduces action speed and defense. Problem. It is still going to last for no time on any of the harder stuff, and its cooldown will take half the fight.
Okay, I have to read this to you just because I mentioned it. Fidel is a flexible character who can go either as a melee or a ranged character. Disagree. You're going
Nope,
ranged.
she's just ranged.
She's.
She'll, yeah,
Yeah.
she'll be right on top of them, but she's a ranged
No,
character.
no, she's not on top of them. She's over them.
Yeah.
She has good utility, but players need time to get used to her kit. Aha.
Nope. I would
Not.
put her right up there with Galanza for most brain dead character to play.
No, no, because Galanza you just need to hit one button. Well, you don't even need to hit a button. You just need to hold a button. You got Galanza, you just pick him and then you hold the triangle button. That's
All
it.
you really do for Fidel is use abilities, usability for engaging, like, you know, either her, what's it called again?
It doesn't
Sign of
matter.
Calamity. You sign of Calamity, go in, press square once, press triangle, keep pressing triangle
Okay, but
after you drop.
but listen to yourself right now. Listen to the complexity of actions involved here. And then think about how someone who's horribly high on weed would be thinking. With Fidel, not only do you have to use an ability, but you then also have to hit a button to lead in to the other button.
I guess for those
With
incredibly challenged people,
with
yes,
Galanza,
it's
you
gonna be
just
too
have to
much.
hold the triangle button.
Maybe it could just be a me thing, feeling like all of that is just so much nothing.
But there's so much something there. I mean, there's a whole, like, 3 button inputs before you actually get to the meat of what you're doing.
Where
With Galanza, you just hold the button.
where for like all the farming that we were just doing earlier, I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. I was just doing stuff with Fidel while talking about Conquest of Elysium.
Well, yeah.
I honestly didn't pay attention to the fights whatsoever.
Now imagine how much more mental power you would have had if all you had to do was hold the triangle button.
I'm gonna be honest, depending on the fight, I'd probably be more engaged with Galanza.
I think you overestimate just how much effort I put into my Galanza.
I think you're really overthinking just how much you really do with Fidel.
No, no, I am fully aware of just how little is going on with Fidel. But you cannot argue that having to press three buttons before doing the thing is a lot harder than just holding the button to do the thing.
I guess.
Anyhow, her ability, Primordial Fear, is one of her best skills since it lets her petrify her foes.
I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by not using it. I at least get to have four skills that I can use throughout the battle,
Yeah.
better than being down one.
Okay, this actually makes me a little angry.
What is it?
Okay, remember all of what we just went over with Fidel? Because they said you have to get used to her kit.
Mhm.
Frau. Frau is a straightforward character with a lot of utility in her skill set. With the right build, you can make her virtually unkillable, which can make her an aggressive damage dealer. That is all, and the phrase Frau is a straightforward character.
They've got the characters reversed.
Now, I will not argue that Frau, once you get past the very long, the very long character uh, input direction, because she does have a lot of potential button inputs.
Huh?
Once you get past the length of the list, it's actually rather straightforward. I'll
Pro
give
takes some
them.
getting used to. Fidel is straightforward.
This is true. Anyhow,
Frau
that
is not complicated, but
that upset
yeah,
me.
you need to actually get used to her.
That upset me because they have those two fucking backwards. Let's see. Twian, as a ranged character, her AI allows her to target enemies with accuracy. Why did they?
Um,
I don't
yeah, it's kind of
understand.
hard to miss. There is no real problems with accuracy here unless you're aiming with Yugen.
This isn't Sniper Elite.
Um, you
We're
lock on and you shoot the thing.
we're we're not playing COD.
The AI will can physically not miss unless it is a kind of moderately moving projectile and it's a mobile boss like Lucilius.
Why? I'm really confused about the whole mobile thing because the whole accuracy thing because that's the only time where that's not a no shit statement is Yugen.
Yes,
He's
Yugen
literally
requires you
the
to aim a
only
bit.
he's the only ranged character that you need to aim. This isn't applicable. You're going out of your way to only have like 2.5 sentences for each character's explanation. Why have you
Like
wasted a precious sentence?
they waste so much when trying to say so little.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm getting a lot of laughs here.
Absolutely. We already know what we want to do and what we're doing,
We are
so we don't need it.
we don't need any of this. This is just curiosity, and I'm getting this all in recording, so
But anyone who does need this is going to be starting off quite a few steps behind.
Yeah,
This is actively detrimental to anyone who actually
uh,
is trying to get information.
yeah, Twian's AI allows her accuracy, which is enhanced by her ability to hit multiple targets while afflicting status ailments.
I would not say that Twin can hit multiple targets.
I mean, she technically can with her multi-lock hail.
That is the barest technicality possible. Like, technically, she has a tiny AoE on each of her arrows.
Hey, do you want to know something that has a bigger AoE than those arrows?
One of Yukon's bullets.
Well, also one of Yugen's bullets, but I was gonna say Frau's heat-seeking missile. I forget the name of the skill.
I'll fall down.
That one, yes. Those ones are actually have a pretty big AoE.
Yep.
Bigger than what you would expect given their size, at least.
You
Which
really
is,
shouldn't underestimate the size of certain orbs and
yeah,
just how much they can hit. Just look at Fidel's.
yeah, yeah. Her AI may struggle to keep up in battle as her attacks make her recoil, affecting positioning. Yeah, I don't. We've never encountered that problem.
The only ability that actually has recoil that can knock her back is Clincher.
Technically, her autos do move her back like 3 pixels.
Technically, if you're standing still while shooting, sure.
I think the AI does shoot stationary pretty frequently.
I don't know. I've never paid attention to the Twin bot.
Yeah, it really wouldn't be it'd be applicable to you because you wouldn't have Twian bot. You would be playing Twian.
Yep.
Yardra is another DPS-centric unit whose AI has no trouble closing the distance to spam attack enemies while being nigh invincible. That is an accurate description of Yardra. Yeah. I don't like your verbiage, but I think that's just
So,
Bennett.
is that it for Yodara? Are they not mentioning the reason why you'd actually have him in your team?
He can also grant damage nullifiers to teammates. Just had to wait one sentence. Though as a DPS, his skills are mostly centered on buffing himself. That's not really accurate.
I feel like they should have also been a little more. They should have said a little bit more concerning the
Con-
mirror image
concerning the team-wide mirror image, yeah. Yeah, I
because
agree.
just actually noting that that will only block for 3 hits. That is not invulnerability or anything.
Yeah, that's not Catalina.
It is not going to keep you safe for the entirety of its duration. It will
Yeah.
only block a few hits for you. So
Yeah, yeah.
something to help keep you safe, but it will not protect you.
Charlotta's AI ensures she's always in front of their enemy. Does not actually contribute to the team with utility skills as they are all focused on amplifying her own attack. What the fuck kind of Charlotta are you running?
Someone hasn't looked in at Conga's shield. Her nice 50% damage cut to the team. Which doesn't that actually have a shockingly low cooldown too?
Yeah. You can have almost 100% uptime on that.
Yeah.
If you're being even remotely aggressive, which the AI will be remotely aggressive.
Yes. The AI will not have to take a break from button mashing like a player would.
Yeah. Also, the AI's, unlike Sandy, her AI doesn't have the whole drop the button spam problem.
Uh-huh. It's gonna mash until it can't mash anymore.
I mean, I mean, I'll agree. Not all of her skills are really all that team or utility focused, but
I know.
she has the SBA spread
But
and a 50 damage cut for the whole
what is
team.
for the team is immensely useful.
That's The
There is
reason why
value
Gran
to it.
is in the position he's in is because nearly 100% uptime on a 70.
Yes.
Have you tried just not running Charlotta with 4 damage skills?
Tends to help quite a bit if you
That
don't.
that would help with increasing her utility. She doesn't need the invincibility skill, you know.
Nope.
It's the AI. It can do that just fine.
Yep. That is the AI's existence.
So while
If it
she's a
doesn't have
cap,
stout heart, then yeah.
yeah, just don't give it stout heart. Uh, da da da. Also, what part of her skills are about amplifying her own attacks? Is that?
She has that one specific buff that just doesn't want her to get hit while it's active.
But that's only one of
So
them.
stacking
Is it
damage
referring to how
barrels.
you use the skills to get into noble stance quicker?
Eight, maybe,
But
but even then, odds are you'd only have maybe two of the damaging skills on.
yeah,
And the one that makes her a literal saw blade, because defense down,
yeah,
alongside quick engage, that puts her right into noble stance to instantly be button mashing.
yeah. Why would you
Or
not
this
have
sword
that?
of Lumiel, which is just do more than your button mashing, but while holding down the button.
Yeah, it's button mash without the mash.
That's it.
Yeah.
Then
Uh,
yeah,
so while she's a capable DPS when controlled by AI, this is to the detriment of her synergy with the team. There are so many better reasons to put her in B tier.
hmm
Like, this is just inaccurate. if if you're gonna if you're gonna put her in B tier for this, at least do it because like she doesn't use the skills well.
yep, that'd be
Although,
pretty believable.
I mean, I'd believe that. It'd be hard to peddle the idea that she doesn't use the damage cut well, given
All she needs to do is just use it.
she just needs to use it, and then you put a cascade on her, and then she has it up all the time.
Yeah,
So, kind of feel like her and Lance should be swapped, personally.
definitely. Charlotta is just better than Lance.
Yeah,
Like, there is no real opinion about for that. It's just she is just actually better as an AI than Lance is.
usually, yeah. Especially given she doesn't have the whole,
She actually
prematurely end
has,
things problem.
yes. Also, she actually has utility in her kit, unlike Lance,
Unlike Lance,
who
yeah,
is purely selfish.
they're really valuing those CCs,
Which
and
I want to know exactly what they've played up to with how much they're valuing CC.
yeah, I
Like, if they not really engaged in even Maniac difficulty,
aren't most things pretty resilient to at least 3 of them?
it doesn't take very long for things to start being pretty resilient towards anything that will actively stop them from attacking,
Yeah,
especially for any more challenging boss, like
there's
at the earliest, Angramanyu.
remind me what things that he's really resistant to.
Angermania will just basically disregard any form of CC.
Ah,
You might get it to be stuck in one spot for like a second, maybe two.
Fairy has high stun power and great debuffs, if you say so.
Take your word for it.
That's that's
Not.
that's a phrase to refer to her. Suffers from her AI's inability to charge up her attacks to summon her pets. She is also
Uh-huh.
inhibited by her low damage and long cooldowns. I mean, there's a lot more that I we could go into, but well, that's not AI specific.
Yeah, nope. I'm just general character flaws there.
None of this is inaccurate. I can attest to that.
Yeah, it's very.
It's very, yeah. She's shit,
Mm-hmm.
which is a shame because they actually could have done something interesting with her.
Our one good thing was just an exploit, a bug, nothing
Yeah,
more. It was just her being a battery because she had a broken amount of SPA gen on her plunging attack.
and now she has a spiritual successor in Fidel.
Yep. And that's just them not really accounting for just how much Fidel will generate with her finisher build.
Yeah. Narmaya's
And
AI allows her to accurately parry attacks. This is news to me. I'll take your word for it, as Percival has set a pretty good precedent in that regard. But her AI tends to fail at managing her butterflies. This is believable.
yep.
To deliver devastating damage, this is somehow compensated by her great offense overall, which still allows her to perform well as a DPS.
Aha.
As the AI, eh, I I feel like your testing and your words are in contradiction to each other. Because you've put her in B, but you've said more scathing about the characters in A. Whatever. It's very clear that punching holes into your ranking is not hard, and your obsession with paralysis, glaciate, and petrify is interesting.
Yep.
Rosetta is a capable DPS,
All right. Already starting off on a pretty bad note there.
healer, and buffer who is only inhibited by her AI's inability to strategically place her roses.
Disagree with her being a healer. She couldn't be further from one.
First,
She is as much of a healer as my one cost summon is good for healing.
you mean the one that gives us a regen effect?
Yes, that is
Ac-
all Rosetta does, in
ac-
fact.
actually, I'm pretty sure that summon does more.
Well, yeah, it's a summon. It's not a full on character taking up a slot in your team.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I love how we couldn't even get 5 words into Rosetta's and it was already wrong.
I will, if we're including extended masteries, just barely let the buffer and slide. Barely.
While the rose's effects still take effect, their awkward placement may put your team at a disadvantage, especially when facing mobile enemies. Oh, you sweet summer child. You have no idea.
And therein lies the other problem for Rosetta. Nothing's going to be sitting still. Or,
Imagine fighting the four dragon fight.
hmm Imagine fighting Beelzebub.
Actually, I kind of feel like the dragons would be worse because their arena is bigger, and they Beelzebub actually tends to stick in a circle in a given duration.
It depends on what he's doing at the moment, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Um, if he's kind of looking to be chucking more of his threads at us, then he'll generally be teleporting across just from one end to the other in the arena.
Yeah, yeah. But
If he is looking to kind of combo more, then he'll be sticking quite a bit closer.
Gondagoza's Gondagoza. Um oh, I have to click on this. Best healer and support characters. I already disagree with this. So after all that you've heard, what do you think their rank one for this is?
The number one for support characters will be Cag.
Yep, and I already disagree with it.
It's Cag. She's fine.
I
I
also
wouldn't call
disagree with Gran and Digetta, who is number two. These should be reversed.
Yep. One
Uh,
offers quite a bit more than the other.
Excel by providing burst healing with panacea burst healing with regeneration.
Uh, I wouldn't exactly call regen a burst heal, unless you're experiencing everything in slow motion.
Yeah, and debuff cleansing, while also offering quick revives and the powerful fallen skill, which reduces all damage taken by the party by 70%.
Is that just you mispronouncing it, or did they actually just misspell phalanx?
Powerful fallen skill, yes. Do you want me to spell out what I'm reading for you, just to make sure?
Sure.
P O W E
We're already
R F U
we're off track from
L
the very moment you said the second letter.
space F A L L E N.
How can someone butcher phalanx that badly? It's phalanx.
Powerful fallen.
It okay.
Okay, I'll concede. I have had some very colorful encounters with spelling, namely my inability to do so.
There are some words where I can absolutely get it,
I have
but
never fucked up
phalanx,
so badly where
it's
phalanx turned into powerful fallen.
it's all right there. It is one where you actually hear everything that you're spelling.
I
There
mean,
are no silent letters in there.
with phalanx, admittedly, like I could kind of let it go if you accidentally put an F instead of a P.
Yeah, I could give you a small pass
You know
there.
what? English, your second language, you're.
Yeah, if it's your second language, I can get
Phalanx
you
isn't
putting in the
exactly a common
wrong
word.
letter for phalanx.
Phalanx, not a common word. It stems
As long
from
as you
Greco-Roman roots, Grecian specifically. It's, I can get it.
as long as it still is ultimately phalanx and you aren't just putting in some completely different gibberish, well, um, yeah, I can get it.
Why
Not
do
bad
they
though.
just. Sandalphon isn't even on the list. He's not even in the honorable mentions. Percival is in the honorable mentions for the support characters. For for the healer and support characters list, Percival is in the honorable mentions.
Sandy isn't even marginally considered support then. What does that make Cagliostro?
Yeah.
He just does the same thing, just a bit more spread out.
The fuck? A bitch is raving about Cagliostro at every possible. Oh, by the way, for their best characters tier list, they have an attention sticker. They have one of the character stickers as a warning to say, hey, keep in mind, read this little asterisk. It's a it's a pic it's a sticker, one of the Cagliostro stickers with attention under it.
Really not hiding their
I feel
biases.
as though their bias might be showing a little. I'll concede we have some bias towards the edgy coffee boy.
Absolutely.
We like
But it's
edgy
not
coffee boy,
unfounded.
but we like edgy coffee boy because the motherfucker can do everything.
He has earned his the bias we have for him.
He has earned his rightful place amongst the hollowed halls of the Cagliostro fans. Not sitting down here next to fucking Beatrix and Id. Actually, why is Beatrix with Id?
Um,
Why is
yeah,
Narmaya with Id?
those are two that are quite a bit higher up than id. As much as I like id, I can't find a reason to play him in this.
Why is Rackham right next? Why is Yugen right next to Rackham and Gondagoza?
That's just insulting.
I mean, yeah, this is like the standard character tier list, not the AI, but
Well, even more so.
if anything, that makes it even less justifiable. I mean, Yugen is about as mobile as Gondagoza, but sniper.
Yes, sniper. Character who can shoot the enemy for full damage from the other side of the arena
He
without caring at all.
he's not big boy with punchy. He has gun. He has a gun.
They only become Yugen's problem the moment they charge straight towards him.
Yeah.
Other than that, he'll be staying as far out of the way as he can,
Like
especially now.
I get why Twian is here alongside Vayne and Yardra and Rackham and Gonda and Catalina. I get why that's the case.
Yeah, Queen's held down by her damage. She has range, she has mobility, she just
She
doesn't have the damage.
yeah, Why is Theophan next to Frau, Zeta, and Percival in S rank?
Interesting.
Eh,
Giving CEO a lot more credit than he
Oh,
deserves.
by the way, Vesaraga's is also in S rank.
I won't say anything about Bess.
I'll let him be there on the technicality of he is still holder of the single highest damage number in a basic attack in the game.
I have no clue how his extended masteries are in
But
practice.
also, yeah, that.
Those could definitely help him out. So
I.
I personally won't say anything, especially because they have stuff for actively boosting his charge speed by a decent bit.
I can. I can see the justification for him. I feel like I feel like being right alongside Percy, Zeta, and Frau is.
I would not put him that far, at least not right now.
Yeah, I.
We'll have to wait until you decide to go and actually give him a shot.
And that's gonna be a while.
Yes, you have far higher priority things that are actually for sure gonna work out.
For all the shit that I've given Beatrix in the coming of Ragnarok, she's higher priority than Vess, just flat
She has
out.
a fun and interesting build to go into. So yeah,
Exactly. But why is Seo's damage is technically good? I know that.
yes, on paper, his damage is good. In practice, though,
In practice, I hate every fucking second of him.
he takes too long. He has a lot of theoretically good damage. He just can't dish it out quickly
What
enough.
the fuck? Why is that your recommended right stone?
What what they do.
Weak point damage cap supplementary.
For who?
For Seo. On his Terminus weapon.
Interesting.
Oh wait, no, that's on his normal one. No, on his Terminus weapon, it's weak point supplementary cascade.
Like, yeah, whatever with the main effect at this point, it ultimately doesn't matter that much because the crit's pointless
The
and
crit is pointless. The health might be nice.
stun's kind of
It,
pointless too, since we just want to have at least three basic sigils on
yeah, yeah, and
or so.
let's be
Two or
real
three
here.
of
Two of
them.
those are going to be stun. One of them might be another stun or a HP.
Yeah.
Depends.
Depends on what you have.
Oh, hey, they have some sense. I'm legitimately surprised they
All
don't
right.
they don't have his warpath equipped.
What does that do again?
I'm
I legitimately
legit I'm
don't
legitimately
remember.
impressed with them right now because that is absolutely the right call. His warpath isn't worth it.
Yeah, what does that do again?
Um so when he does his super ultimate finisher, when he has his avatar up and his sword shine level at max,
Uh-huh.
when he does that finisher, he gets a bunch of buffs.
Okay.
That's what it does.
Yeah, screw that. That's not worth a sigil slot.
Oh, by the way, they're not permanent either.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
One of them is Drain, one of them was a damage immunity, and I think there were like two or three others. There were a lot of buffs. There were a lot. It gives a lot of buffs.
Oh, nice.
There's just one minor problem. You need to get Sword Shine gauge up to 3, and do the finisher.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, if you get that far, you're probably doing the finisher eventually,
Gotta get that far first.
but you have to get that far for one, and two, why waste a sigil slot on that?
Even more so now.
Yeah,
It was a bit more whatever before, but we've got actual effects based off of what sigils we got, what types of sigils we have on,
yeah,
and those special character buff type sigils
they don't
don't
apply.
have an effect.
Yeah, they don't get anything.
So they need to actually be good.
Yeah.
That's also part of the problem with any of the alpha, gamma, beta sigils. They are classified as those, and
Yeah,
therefore they'll give nothing.
and a big reason why we used those is because 40% damage cap,
It was it was a way to bypass our previous damage cap,
at least
which we
for a
couldn't
specific
for
part anyhow. Um
for the important stuff.
Now you just need to have two stun damage sigils and you get the same value,
You just
but
need
for
one.
everything.
If you're at the EX rank, you just need one.
Oh yeah, you just need one. No, if you have two, you get double it.
Yep. So yeah, on that end, I cannot take anyone who would actually still have those sigils in seriously.
Well, they don't have those on the build, so there's credit there. Quick cooldown, health, stun, Fatebreaker, Lumen, Terra, improved dodge, steel. Why steel nerves?
And it's still CO,
This is CO, yeah.
someone who does not get Stout Heart,
He actually does have a way to get Stout Heart now in his extended.
requiring you to go down a specific route just to get Stout Heart to make a for a certain sigil to be worthwhile.
Um, Style rank 1 tag team. Whenever an avatar is summoned or dismissed, he gains Stout Heart and recovers 10% HP.
Eh.
I mean, it's the first rank. You're gonna be getting it.
Yeah, you'll have it. I don't really think you do it that use it that well.
I I agree. I wouldn't I wouldn't build CO with that in mind personally. Although also they are recommending running Stout Heart the Sigil.
And now you just lose all credibility for that build.
No, that's because of the summons.
Okay.
No.
That's still a very big ask.
Which is apparently on the Vrazarek Fireworm.
Yeah, those dragons can actually have quite a few good sigil effects.
Color me surprised. I don't care because they aren't dropping them.
Nope. But also, on that end, it's not like the dedicated ones would be any better.
Yeah.
So just kind of pick whatever you want to farm. Do you want to get stuff but have a longer fight? And also have what you break down be more consistently worth something? Or would you rather a faster fight, but well, be getting basically nothing for it?
I mean, Lucilius is still pretty rewarding.
I'm not mentioning Lucilius in that scenario.
Ow.
It's more a case of, well, like the Mazurka of War mission for farming behemoth
Mm.
normally. That just has the base about 7k drop rate for MP. Not really gonna get much for resources there.
So I, entirely on essentially a whim, decided. We had me look up the AIs on a whim.
Yep.
We've been making fun of this tier list for 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Hmm.
This is not what I was expecting. I already like this tier list better. Admittedly, this does kind of look like a forum from the 1990s.
Well, can't really judge a book by its cover.
Um, Also, this is very interesting for a Endless Ragnarok tier list, as there appear to be no Endless Ragnarok characters.
Sounds like an old list.
Well, it says specifically Ragnarok, Endless Ragnarok character list.
Yeah, at the moment, it's sounding like it's old. It's just basically an old character list taken and then inserted for Endless Ragnarok.
This tier
That's
list is
all.
based on the current version of the game after the Endless Ragnarok expansion and reflects overall performance in boss fights, endgame farming, multiplayer, and general gameplay. You were saying? Well, I'm saying that they're lying. Also, there's only
I'm
one
just gonna
character
stick
in
with them.
SS.
I'm just gonna stick with them having snagged an old tier list and just saying that it's Endless Ragnarok one.
Probably. Um, there's only one SS rank character.
Were they reasonable about it, or they
Sandalphon.
put someone? Okay, good.
Yeah, no, it's appropriate. Far more sensical than the other guys putting him in fucking A.
This one is far more credible already.
Yes. S is Charlotta Narm Lance Cag Zeta Vess. It took
I
a
don't.
hit. It took a little bit of a hit putting Lance that high.
Yep.
That's a bit questionable. Uh, A is Captain Io Eugen Vane Percy Sig Co Twian. Percy seems a little low.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they have more than 2 sentences for their descriptor. They have 3 paragraphs. I mean, some of the paragraphs are only a sentence long, but let's be real here. How many sentences do you really need to explain why Dharmaya is S tier?
You really don't need to say much.
You really
You
don't.
actually just actually say what she's doing.
Tiny woman hits very fast, numbers are big. There.
Yep.
Does not stop hitting. There. That's your explanation. I'm. They're valuing Lancelot's glaciate a lot.
So many really like to value that. I don't get it. What are they fighting so consistently to value it?
I don't know.
And even more so, is it really contributing enough to really warrant the non-existent fourth skill?
I don't know.
Like, am I missing something here? Is Lucilius suddenly become able to be made into a popsicle? Something?
Admittedly, I was seeing that a lot before Ragnarok as well. That's
And I mean, like, for an actually good amount of time and not just like a millisecond.
I don't know, but I've noticed that a lot of people really value Glaciate. There is one exception that I've noticed to the whole paralysis and Glaciate thing. There's literally only one guy I know of who is like, yeah, this shit doesn't fucking matter.
Yep.
One. And that's an L. Literally the only guy.
Like, if you've really engaged in the end game content for this, or even played like halfway through, it'll become abundantly clear very quickly that CC is not going to do you any
It
good.
it just doesn't matter.
You're better off just having your fourth skill be another buff or a different form of offense or engagement.
Yeah.
Aside from that, yeah, no. Like one simple thing to really help make the CC skills just feel better is to make their cooldown shorter.
Yeah, yeah.
They all come with such long cooldown timers without fail, to the point where you're not going to have a skill, your full skill around for a good chunk of the fight. Odds are you'll probably get it back by link time because of link time's cooldown reduction. The only time I've had a CC skill on is Tween's Depravity skill,
And that's depravity.
but that's Depravity, which applies an array of debuffs alongside usually instantly capping out her Ultra Sight gauge for multi-lock hail. So not only is she getting attack down, defense down, burn, and poison alongside a slow on the enemy, she can immediately do a multi-lock hail. And it's also just because she doesn't have anything else to really put on anyway, so it's there.
I can actually kind of believe that. Vesreka deals 1.5 to 2 times Percival to Sig paper DPS in practice. I can believe that.
Yeah. Rest can definitely do more. It's just he actually needs to be able to hit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's never a question of does he hit harder. He does hit harder. He just needs to hit. But things don't let him actually do that. Which
Uh,
also, I guess, another potential thing for him is the fact that he can actually take a hit now if you
oh
go
yeah,
down the ascension weapon route.
which is what I would do.
So he can actually have an easy 500k health, bare minimum.
Mm-hmm. Which is what I would do. Fairy Cat Captain and Rackham struggle in endgame. That's
If
applicable
you're
for two of them.
taking if you're taking Captain in as damage, then yes.
Without specific niche roles, Rackham serves as an SBA battery for Lucilius teams. News to me. I'm shocked that he has any use.
I'd prefer just playing Twien, to be quite frank.
Yeah. Also,
SBA
this is...
Gen is still more than enough.
Actually, no, you don't prefer playing Twien. This is Ragnarok. You prefer
Oh
playing
yes,
Fidel.
this is Ragnarok at this point, so
At
Fidel is
this...
the new one for that.
Yeah. Uh,
And we don't even
Gondago...
need to get started on that.
I like what they say here. Gondagoza is meme tier for solo, but SSS tier for 4 players stacking the same character. I can actually kind of believe that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's Gondagoza for you.
Uh-huh.
So predictably, we have a lot of disagreements.
Yep. Which that's going to happen, especially when they already start to really value CC over anything else.
Yeah,
It just kind of just it just says that you haven't really played the end game, or you haven't really figured out things in the end game, but you're making a list anyway.
I'm I'm just so confused by why they value the CC as much as they do.
They're just thinking that it's doing more than it really does.
At best, any CC we get is an extra couple seconds.
Like, the best CC is breaking the enemy faster,
Yeah.
which, yeah, just stun. Either breaking the enemy or at least getting a link attack off, which will buy you an extra couple seconds of attacking. There you go. Innate CC that you don't need to sacrifice a skill for.
Yeah, and if that and with that being the case, there's a reason why Percival, Yugen, Sig, Vess, and so on are as valued as they are.
Yeah, all high stun characters who can open up even more damage opportunities
Yeah.
without needing to sacrifice some of their output or team support if they have it. By the way, for the slime, for the Revenge of the Ooze mission for slime hunts, it will make a special note if a prismatic appears by actively moving your camera to it.
Ah, that is good to know.
So, yeah, you won't just unintentionally miss one or anything because
Okay,
things are
good.
spawning from a celestial slime being killed or anything. It's much nicer about that than the other mission.
Yeah. That is good to know. Which I presume means that you have gotten a couple at this point.
Yes, they've gotten two at this point, just in our time talking.
Yep, well, I was gonna hop off anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And I was preoccupied reading and laughing at shit.
Yep. All this just made the farming go by quite a bit smoother.
Well, you're welcome. I wish I could have gotten some of that ambrosia.
Yep. But yeah, interesting tier list.
Yeah, and that's the most comprehensive one I could find.
And an important part of why it should always be kept in mind that those are just people's opinions.
Oh, yeah.
They are never objective.
Although I do find it very funny because their ranking on the gotchas that they have is actually pretty solid. But then again, with almost all of those gotchas, it kind of just devolves into, oh, hey, new character, top of the leaderboard.
Yep. The power creep is there, and therefore they're at the top.
Yep.
They're
So,
new. They've been made powerful to make them more appealing to get.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, see ya.
So yeah.